Good morning, guys. Good morning to everyone. My voice is clear. Am I audible? Am I audible, guys? Guys, my voice is clear. Okay. Yesterday we discussed hybrid framework, and after that we discussed real-time project, and after that we discussed how to do the manual testing by using Tosca. How to do the manual testing by using Tosca we discussed yesterday, and today we are going to discuss about API testing. Today we are going to discuss about API testing. What is the API? The API is nothing but we are able to validate the application backend. We are able to validate the application backend. You guys are observe we have one application is there. We have one application is there. If you want to validate anything, we are able to validate the front end. Okay, we are able to validate front end. See guys, this application is working or not, this application is working or not, this element, this module is properly working or not, we are able to validate. We are able to validate. For example, I need to verify this application related information is everything is properly working or not. I need to validate front end, it is working or not, it is working or not, it is working or not. See, if you want to do the backend testing, we need to do the API testing. The API able to validate the backend. The API able to validate the backend. But how you guys are able to do the API testing by using Tosca? Okay, the API is nothing but a application programming interface. Okay, the application programming interface. What kind of job of the API? What is use of the API testing in real time? See guys, you guys are observing here the API testing is basically API is two types. The first one is the SOAP and second one is the REST. SOAP REST. The SOAP is nothing but a simple object access protocol. The REST is nothing but a representational state transfer. The SOAP is nothing but a simple object access protocol. REST is nothing but representational state transfer. By using SOAP and REST, we are able to do the API testing. You guys are observing here, the SOAP is completely paid version, not a open source. The rest is completely open source. Okay, the completely open source. The rest is completely open source. Now most of people are using REST API. Now most of people are using REST API. Okay, REST. See, by using REST, we are able to, by using REST, we are able to use postman, sorry, in manually we are able to do by using REST API different types of components. Different types of components. We are able, by using REST, we are able to use different types of components. What is that components? I will explain. First of all, I need to explain the API working process. First of all, I need to explain the API working process. See guys, the customer go to restaurant, go to restaurant. The customer go to restaurant, okay? The customer provide the order. The customer is provide the order, okay? The customer will provide the order. In this restaurant, one waiter is there. In this restaurant, one waiter is there, okay? See, the customer go to restaurant, the customer provide some menu to waiter, The waiter inform to the kitchen chef. The waiter inform to the chef. The chef or kitchen, they will prepare the food. Immediately the kitchen people are informed to the waiter. Immediately the kitchen people are informed to the waiter, Mr. Waiter, the food is ready, you can take it, okay? Then the waiter collect the food and provide to the customer. Provide to the customer. You guys are observe clearly. See, the customer go to the restaurant. The customer provides some menu to waiter. The waiter provide the menu to kitchen team. The kitchen team will prepare the food, and once done, once ready the food, then the kitchen people inform to the waiter. The waiter get the food and provide to the customer. Provide to the customer. This is look like once you guys are went to restaurant, what happened? This process. This is we are getting. This process we are able to get. This process we are able to get. This process we are able to get. And coming to the API, this is the request. The user provide request to API. Waiter is the API. The user provide request to API. The waiter is the API. The kitchen is the server. The kitchen is the server. Once this request related information is available inside of the server, you need to provide request to API. The API, this request inform to the server. The request related information is available inside of the server. The request related information is available inside of the server. The server will provide to the API. The API will provide to the user. This is internal process. This is internal process. The API working style. The API working style. In this time, we are able to use two types of protocols. In this time, we are able to use two types of protocols. The first one is the HTTP. The second one is the HTTPS. HTTPS. The first one is the HTTP. Second one is the HTTPS. What is the difference between the HTTP and HTTPS? What is the difference between the HTTP and HTTPS? Do you have any idea? Guys, do you have any idea? Hello, I am asking you guys. Do you have any idea about that one? Yeah, okay, very good. That is, I'm expecting anything you guys respond, okay? HTTP is the hypertext transfer protocol. HTTPS is the hypertext transfer protocol. Service are secure. Guys, maximum people are using any secure based application. Any secure based application, people are using this protocol. Security based application, people are using this protocol. This protocol is not a secure. This protocol is not a secure. This is not a secure. This is not a secure. Why? Because. Why? Because. Why this is not a secure? You guys are observed. See, once you guys are launched the application by using HTTP protocol, okay, once you guys are launch the one URL by using HTTP protocol, and once launch here, you need to enter, you need to send a mail. You need to send a mail that is confidential. Okay, that is confidential. Once you guys are once you guys are launch the URL by using HTTP protocol, you need to send a mail through particular person to particular person. You need to send a mail to particular person or particular mail. So whenever you guys are use this protocol, you need to send a mail or file or anything. The receiver able to get the receiver able to get same message or same file. Same message or same file. The receiver able to get same message or same file. If you want to send a mail by using HTTP protocol, if you want to send a mail by using HTTP protocol, the receiver able to get same message or same file without making changes. Without making changes. Without making changes. If you want to use HTTP, if you want to use HTTPS protocol, if you want to use HTTP protocol and you need to send a mail, this is the mail body. This is mail body. You need to send the mail some confidential file, office related, some confidential file. Okay, some confidential file. Once you guys are provide some confidential file to TCS people, once you guys are sent a mail, one confidential file to TCS people, here, whatever you sent, that will be changed encrypted format. That will be changed encrypted format. Encrypted format. The TCS people are able to receive one encrypted file. One encrypted file. At the same time, these people will provide who are, for example, this is the different company people. Okay, this is the different company people, entity people. These people are sent a mail to the TCS. These people will provide one key. If you, the TCS people, if you want to open the encrypted format, you need to enter one password. Then you are able to convert to the encrypted format in file. Okay, see guys, here if you want to send a mail, this is as it is you are able to get. If you want to send a mail, that is convert to the encrypted format. What is the difference? What is use of this HTTP and HTTPS? This HTTP, the hackers able to hack, it is possible. Those people are hack my information. If you want to use HTTPS, those people are unable to hack encrypted format. That is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. That is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. You guys are able to understand? You guys are able to understand? Please respond, anybody. Yeah, okay. All right. See guys, today what was discussed, what is the API and types of API, and what is the difference between the API, what is the difference between the HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, three things we discuss. Okay, the next one, you guys are observe. You guys are observe clearly. One more example, best example. Okay, and Indigo Spice and Indigo and Air India and Jet Airlines and Air Asia. You guys are observed clearly here. I need to enter from to, and date, one way, not round trip, one way, okay, and number of passengers, okay. See, you guys are observed, this is completely make my trip application. This is make my trip application. Make my trip application. When you guys are entered, VT jet to Vizag to Delhi. You need to enter date and you need to enter one way, not round trip, one way. And you need to enter here number of people, okay, number of people. And finally we have one option is there, click, that is the search, that is the search. Once you guys are click on the search button, this request you need to provide to the API. This request you need to provide to the API. The API in this particular date, how many flights are available? The API go to the all server areas. The API go to the all server areas. Once API get the information from all server areas, in this date, the SpiceJet flight is available or not. In this date, the Indigo flight is available or not. Air India, Jet Airlines and Air Asia. This flights is available or not in this time. The API will verify. And once got the information, the server, SpiceJet server will provide the information. Okay. The SpiceJet server get the information from the API server, SpiceJet server. The API get the information from the SpiceJet server. The API get the information from the Indigo server. The API get the information from the Air India server. The API get the information from the Jet Airlines. The API get the information from the Air Asia. Once got the information, the API set the order, which is having lowest price, the API will set the order. Once set the order, the API will provide to the user. The API will provide to the user. The user able to choose the expected flight. You guys are also here. This is make my trip. Okay. See, Just I want to go to the Hyderabad too. Okay, Goa, and date you guys are observed 28 August 28. Just I want to go to Goa. Okay, date 28. What I'm saying, return. Okay, see only one not a, this is not a round trip. Okay, only one way. Okay, only one way, and only one way, not a round trip, not a round trip, only one way. And number of passengers, two people. Number of passengers, two people. Okay, see, this is user request. This is user request. Once you provide the request, how you guys are able to provide the request? Click on the search button. Once click on the search button, what I'm saying, API, backend testing, that is not a visible. Once click on the search button, you need to provide the request to API. The API go to the different types of servers. The API get the information in particular servers. In that particular date, any flight is available or not from SpiceJet and Indigo, Air India, Jet Airlines and Air Asia. Any information is available, any flight is available, then immediately API get the information. Once get the information, immediately the API unable to provide. For example, the API get the Indigo information. Immediately the API unable to provide Indigo information to user. But what happened here? The API get the all information which is available in particular day. The API get all information which is available in particular day. Once get the all information, the API will set the order, which is the lowest price. The first one is the Air Asia. See, the first API request to SpiceJet, but lowest price is the Air Asia. So it should be displayed Air Asia. Next Indigo, it should be displayed Indigo. Next SpiceJet, then it should be displayed SpiceJet. This is the order. See, just I want to click on the search button. Internal API, it's working. It is working. Get the information, provide the information to the user. See guys, this is the Alliance Air. This is the lowest price. 2,637. See guys, 2,637. Next one, Indigo. 2,729. 729. Okay, see guys, 2,729. See what happened here? Both are same, but it should be displayed. This one is the first. This one is the first. Why it should be displayed? See guys, this is the timing. You guys are observed. This is the timing. Okay. See, this is 9:20. This is 5:25. This is 9:20 and this is 5:25. And after that, you guys are observed, and this is 12:50. Okay, same price, but 12:50. This is also 16. Evening 4:15. Evening 4:15. This is the API working process. This is the API working process. You guys are able to understand? You guys are able to understand? Is it clear? Yeah. Thank you. Write down. Write down, guys. Yeah. How to validate the error messages by using data-driven testing? how to validate the error messages by using data-driven testing. Okay, first step. Once we create the test sheet inside of the test case design, once we create the test sheet in test case design, test case design, once we create the test sheet inside of the test case design, in this comma, in this test sheet, we need to provide the valid data and invalid data. In this test sheet, we need to provide the valid data and invalid data. Once we create the test sheet inside of the test case design, comma, we need to provide valid data and invalid data. Next line. Next line. In test case tab, we need to create 4 folders. We need to create 4 folders. In test case tab, we need to create 4 folders. Precondition, process, verify, post condition. It is clear? It is clear, guys? Hello? It is clear? Yeah. See, guys, you guys are observed here. You know what we need to provide inside of the precondition, process, and post condition. Okay? And coming to the verify. We need to create once go to test case tab, we need to create the folder. Under folder, we need to create the test case. Under test case, we need to provide the below folders. Under test case, we need to provide the below folder. Below folder. Okay? Yeah, right on. Next point. In this verification folder, we need to validate the valid credential. We need to validate the valid credentials by using if condition. We need to validate the valid credentials by using if condition. By using if condition. Next line. When we are execute the negative scenarios, when we are execute the negative scenarios, we got some error messages. When we are execute the negative scenarios, we got some error messages or error states. When we are execute the negative scenarios, we got some error messages or error states. In this time, the else condition will be executed. See on the screen. See on the screen. In this time, the else condition will be executed. In this time, the else condition will be, once we are execute the negative scenarios, we got a one error message or error state. In this time, the else condition will be executed. The else condition will be executed. Okay. The next line. Before execute the script, we need to convert template. We need to convert the template in test case level. Before execute, we need to convert the template in test case level. Okay. And after that, drag and drop the expected sheet from test case design. Drag and drop the expert sheet from test case design. Okay. This is the data-driven testing. Second process. Okay. Yeah. First and second is enough, guys. Notes. Okay. The next one. How to do the positive testing, negative testing by using Excel sheet. How to do the positive testing, negative testing by using Excel sheet. How to do the positive testing, negative testing by using Excel sheet. Yeah. If you want to do the any type of testing by using Excel. If you want to do the any type of testing by using Excel, if you want to do the any type of testing by using Excel, we need to use existing Excel sheet. We need to use existing Excel sheet. We need to use existing Excel sheet. Okay, full stop. Next line. The Excel sheet is available in below link. The Excel sheet is available in below link. The Excel sheet is available in a below link. See guys, the Excel sheet is available in below link. Done? Done guys? Yeah, write down next one. In this sheet, we have some format is available. In this sheet, we have some format is available. In this sheet, we have some format is available. That format we need to follow. In the sheet, some format is available. That format we need to follow. That format we need to follow. In the sheet, we have some format is available. That format we need to follow. That format we need to follow. Take the screenshot. Okay, no problem, guys. This sheet I will share in Google Classroom. Okay, this sheet I will share in Google Classroom. No problem. This sheet I will share in Google Classroom. Okay, yeah. Next line. Once we provide the data inside of the sheet, valid, invalid. Once we provide the data inside of the sheet, once we provide the data inside of the sheet, we need to create the test case. We need to create the test case. Once we provide the data inside of the sheet, we need to create the test case. We need to create the test case. We need to create the test case. Okay. Once we create the test case, we are able to provide all the folders once we create the test case, we are able to provide all the folders. All the folders is nothing but this one, guys. Precondition, process, verify, post condition. Okay. All the once we create the test case, we need to provide all the folders. All the folders. Then all the precondition, process, verify, post condition. All the folders. Next time. Once we create everything, once we create the 1 minute. Once we create the all business related information in that folders, once we create all business related information in that folder, we need to convert template. We need to convert template in test case level. We need to convert template test case level. We need to convert template test case level. Next line. Once convert the test case to template, once convert the test case to template, once convert the test case to template, we need to import the Excel sheet. We need to import the Excel sheet in test case property. We need to import the Excel sheet in test case property. In test case property, schema path level. In test case property, schema path level, we need to import the Excel sheet in test case property, schema path level. Schema path level. Schema path level. Next point. When we are import the Excel sheet, when we are import the Excel sheet, we need to choose particular sheet. We need to choose particular sheet. We need to choose particular sheet. Okay, see on the board, guys. See on the screen. Once you guys are import the Excel sheet, We need to choose import and choose the sheet. Click on OK. Okay. Yeah. Next line. Next point. Next point. Once import the sheet, once import the Excel sheet, this test case we need to convert to, once import the Excel sheet, this test case we need to convert to template instance. Template instance. The test case we need to convert to template instance. Template instance. Okay. See guys, how to convert the template instance? Right click, go to these three dots, create a template instance. Okay. Create a template instance. This test case we are able to execute in template instance level. This test case we are able to execute in template instance level. This test case we are able to execute in template instance level. The test case we are able to execute the template instance level. Okay. Note. 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 In process folder, note, in process folder, we need to provide the data. In process folder, we need to provide the data. In process folder, we need to provide the data. In process folder, we need to provide the data. Whatever we create under object, whatever we create in process folder, we need to provide the data. Whatever we create in Excel sheet, whatever we create in Excel sheet, whatever we create in Excel sheet, in process folder, we need to provide the data. Whatever we create in Excel sheet, object slash attribute, object slash attribute, whatever you provide Excel sheet, object slash attribute, information we need to provide, information we need to provide like below. Information we need to provide, object attribute, information we need to provide like below. Like below means you guys are write down Excel something, Excel username password, like below. Write down. Write down. This is the note, guys. Next. Continuation. Next line. In verify folder, we need to use the conditions. In verify folder, we need to use the conditions. In the condition, in verify folder, we need to use conditions. In verify folder, we need to use conditions. Verify folder, we need to use condition. Okay, next line. In that conditions, we are able to validate valid credentials and invalid credentials. In this condition, we are able to validate valid conditions and valid credentials and invalid credentials. In these conditions, we are able to validate valid credentials. In these conditions, we are able to validate valid credentials and invalid credentials. Invalid credentials. Okay. Is it clear, guys? It is clear? Is it clear or not, please? Yeah, next one. Hybrid framework. Next one. Hybrid framework. Hybrid framework. Hybrid framework. Yeah, write down. The hybrid is nothing but combination of the hybrid framework is nothing but combination of different types of frameworks. The hybrid framework is nothing but combination of the hybrid framework is nothing but combination of different types of framework. Combination of different types of frameworks. Okay. For example, MDF and DDF. For example, MDF and DDF. Modular framework, data-driven framework. For example, MDF and DDF. Modular framework and data-driven framework. Okay. Yeah. Next line. If you want to create the hybrid framework, if you want to create the hybrid framework, if you want to create the hybrid framework, first we need to create a folder in test case level. First we need to create a folder in test case level, first we need to create a folder in test case level. Next, under the folder, we need to get the library from the modular framework. Under the folder, under the folder, under the folder, under the folder, we need to get the library. Under the folder, we need to get the library from modular framework. You need to get the library, or we need to provide the library. We need to provide the library from modular framework. Okay, modular framework. Next line. And next line. And again, we need to create one more folder. And again, we need to create one more folder. And again, we need to create one more folder under hybrid folder. And again, we need to create one more subfolder under hybrid framework. We need to create one more subfolder under, again, we need to create one more subfolder under hybrid folder. Okay, example, you guys are write down like this, guys. See, guys, you guys are write down like this. Example, like this. Okay, see, you guys are provide library, you guys are provide test case. Okay, this is hybrid and this is library, this is test case. Okay, see, here you guys are provide the arrow mark, library opposite arrow mark. This is get from MDF. This is get from MDF. Okay, yeah, next step. Next step. Under test case folder, we need to create a, under test case folder, we need to create a one test case. Under test case folder, we need to create a one test case. Under test case folder, we need to create a one test case. Under test case folder, we need to create a test case, comma. In this test case, we need to provide below folders. In this test case, we need to provide below folders: precondition, process, post condition. In this test case, we need to provide below folders. In this test case, we need to provide below folders. Okay, yeah. Next line. In this test case folders, next line. In this test case folders, we need to provide the all information from modular framework. In this test case folders, we need to provide the all information from modular framework. In this test case, folders, not folder. In this test case, folders. Folders means precondition, process, post condition. We need to provide, in this test case, folders, we need to provide all information from modular framework. 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 From modular framework. Next line. Once we provide the information in that folders, once we provide the information in that folders, we need to convert the test case template. 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 Next up. Next up. Once we convert the test case template, once we convert the test case template, once convert the test case template, we need to drag and drop any Excel sheet. You need to drag and drop any test sheet, not Excel sheet, guys. We need to drag and drop any test sheet. We need to drag and drop any test sheet. In bracket, you need to drag and drop any test sheet in bracket data-driven framework. We need to drag and drop any test sheet in bracket data-driven framework. We need to drag and drop any test sheet in test case level. 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 Yeah, note. Next one, note. Here we are able to merge. Here we are able to merge modular framework and data-driven framework. Here we are able to match modular framework and data-driven framework in a hybrid folder. In a hybrid folder. Okay. Here we need to match modular framework and data-driven framework in hybrid folder. Here we need to match modular framework and data-driven framework in hybrid folder. Next line. If you want to execute the hybrid framework, if you want to execute the hybrid framework, we need to convert convert template instance. We need to convert template instance. We need to convert template instance in test case level. We need to convert template instance in test case level. Test case level. Okay. Modular framework is completed. Data driven is completed. Hybrid is completed. Okay. The next one. The next one. How to do the automation testing in real time. How to do the automation testing in real time. How to do the automation testing in real time. This one I will discuss tomorrow. Okay. This one I will discuss tomorrow. Okay. Any doubt, guys? Only real how to do the automation testing in real time and how to do the manual testing by using Tosca is pending. After that, I will move to the API. Okay. Is it clear? Ramya, please share the notes. Amaya is there? No. Ramya, is it audible? I provide access. Please speak out.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'll be sharing.
You completed everything.
Yeah, yes, I've noted it.
Yeah. Please share it. Okay. I will provide in Google Classroom. Okay. And you guys are able to understand anybody, any doubt? Guys, please do practice the frameworks. Okay. The frameworks a little bit confused, but without practice, guys, it is difficult. Please do practice. Okay, at least you guys are spend 1 hour, okay, daily, just 1 hour. Okay, anytime, okay, just 1 hour, your comfortable times. You guys are choose 1 hour, then you need to practice. Guys, looking, listening, it is very easy. Okay, but without practice, it is very difficult. We have a calls also is there, guys, Tosca on Tosca. I got a notifications, okay, number of notification I got on Tosca. See, I will show you. And you guys are, please don't neglect, and you guys are need to practice. Okay. See, guys, I got a notifications on Tosca automation. So that's why I'm telling guys, you guys are need to practice. See, you need to practice everything, the Tosca. In real time also, we are able to do same process. Okay. Please do practice. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, please tell me. If you have any doubt, please tell me. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah. Thank you very much. I will continue tomorrow. Okay. Monday I will continue. Bye.